can. Well, the reason we're talking about this is Yorkshire Building Society is offering a £5,000 deposit mortgage, which they say will be a lifeline, especially for first-time buyers. Earlier on, I spoke to their Director of Mortgages, Ben Merritt.
It reduces that time to save that deposit from about 7.5 years down to just over 2 years. So that's going to have a massive impact on people's lives.
A few maybe criticisms of this is if you were to buy a house that was quite expensive like that, you're not going to be in massive negative equity if, you know, the interest rates change or something like that.
Well, I think what we've seen over the last few years is house prices have risen quite dramatically. And what our research has shown that over the next 4 or 5 years, we expect house prices to continue to rise, albeit at a more steady rate. Now, what we've done is we've designed this product to protect people. So we've fixed the rate for 5 years. And if house prices do move around in the short term, the payment that they've taken will be fixed. So at the end of that 5-year period, we expect the vast majority, if not all customers, to have positive equity, which means that they can either remortgage to a new deal or they can stay with us and take one of our existing customer products.
The affordability checks is always what knocks me down. Will any of that be considered as well?
Yeah, I mean, as part of taking any mortgage, we have to make sure that you can borrow it and afford it now and in the future. I mean, what we've done is we've compared this to average rent. So average rent in the UK is about £1,276. If we were to take the average first-time buyer mortgage of $200,000 over a 35-year term, the payment would come out at £1,139. So there are options where you can buy a house and it comes out at cheaper than rent. Obviously, it's going to be individual to everybody's circumstances. So that's why we're saying in order to take this mortgage, you do need to go through an advised process, whether that be with one of our advisors or with a whole-of-market broker.
Well, will this help people like me who want to get the keys to their first home? Simon Gammon has been listening to that. He's a mortgage specialist from Knight Frank Finance. So what do you make of what you've heard, Simon?